Hey, welcome to my cooking show. We got ratatouille. Today's on the menu, a garbage plate. Let's get to it. Garbage plate, you're gonna have a pasta salad, which is gonna require some elbow pasta, some water, and whatever this is to keep it healthy. And then you're gonna need some taters, which we're gonna have to boil. And then you're gonna have a variety of meat. So you're gonna have some ground beef for your chili, some of these Long Johns, which are white because we don't discriminate. And you're gonna need your burgit. And then you're gonna have a variety of sauces. You got some ketchup, some mustard, some more Dijon mustard, and you're gonna have your red hot. You're gonna have some vinegar for the potatoes. And then for seasoning, we're gonna keep it basic. You're just gonna have paprika and salt and pepper. And then you're gonna have some cans of diced tomatoes, some beans, and you got some chilies to keep it spicy. You got a whole jar of mayo. Hopefully we're not gonna use it all. And then you got some butter and some sour cream.
So here at the cooking station, we're gonna make the pasta. So first, you're gonna wanna get out your pot from the oven. Right here. And you're gonna wanna get the lid, which fell right here. Fix her up right there. So now with your lid, you're gonna put it off to the side. You're gonna get your awa. You're gonna pour it in there. You're gonna wanna fill it up about halfway and then turn the stove on to high. Get that to a rolling boil. So you're gonna wanna throw in some salt in there. And then you're gonna wanna get some oil, just so then the pasta doesn't stick together with your own oil. You're gonna want the olive oil to keep it Italian. Just enough, Eyeball it. That looks like enough. Alright, and then you're gonna cover it up so then it boils. Okay, now that we're waiting for the pasta water to get ready to boil, we're gonna start off with the meat. So you're gonna take your knife, and you're gonna chop it open. Alright. You're gonna get that open right there. You got some meat. Then you're gonna open up your second pot for the chili. You're just gonna get that in there. And then you're gonna wanna use a plastic kind of rubbery spoon, so then you don't mess up your pot. And then you're gonna break up the meat, just like that. And then you're gonna let it cook in there. Right? We'll come back whenever it starts browning. Okay, now that you have your water boiling, you're gonna wanna take the lid off and put that off to the side. You're gonna wanna get your pasta here and open it up. Now that it's open, you're gonna wanna put some in a bowl. We're gonna do about that much. And then you're gonna wanna pour it into the water. Sorry. And then you're gonna wanna cover it up again. But leave a little crack open so then the water doesn't boil over. We'll be back when that's done. So now that our meat is brown, we're gonna wanna season it. We got some cumin, paprika, salt, and pepper. And you're just gonna wanna pour that right into the meat. Alright, and then you're gonna wanna give it a nice pour in. And then you're gonna grab your spoon. You're gonna wanna mix that up. Once it's well mixed, right about, I'd say there, you're gonna want to take your garlic right here. It's got to be minced garlic, and you're just gonna want to pour that into. Put that in, just like that. Then you're gonna get this stuff, and you're gonna want to just put your onions in there. You want to use about, I'd say that much, about all. And you're just going to want to finish mixing that up. Of course, we're not going to measure any of this stuff because we're Mexican. We just eyeball it. But get it mixed up. Once you got some nice color on there, you're just going to want to leave it to continue cooking right there. Right. We're going to get back with the pasta. That's concerning. So now that our meat has been marinating in the pot, we're gonna want to add in the rest of the ingredients. So here we got some beans. You're gonna want to pour those right in. Some good beans. And you're gonna mix them in. You know, get them all in there. Get them all nice and happy. And then you're gonna get your tomato. Pour that whole can in there. Just like that. And just to get the rest out, you're gonna want to get some water in there. Stir that around. We don't waste in this household. And then just pour that in. And then mix that up. Right there. You really want those ingredients to get to know each other, you know? They're going to be best of friends afterwards. Then you're going to want to top it off with your diced tomatoes right here. Nice and chunky. Right there. Alright. Now introduce the diced tomatoes. Let them know each other. Alright. You know, it looks like they know each other pretty well. Now you're going to want to put your jalapenos. About half. I say that's about half. Right there. And mix that in there. See, it's looking like chili now. Put that off to the side. Alright. When we come back, we're going to do the pasta. Alright. See you then. So we're back to take care of this pasta business. You're going to want to get 2 towels because the handles are hot. Alright, and we're going to see you at the sink. Now that we have our pasta at the sink, you're just going to want to pour it into the colander. Okay, we're back. So you're going to want to scrape the pasta. The olive oil didn't work. So, it is what it is, you know? Now that you got your pasta, you're gonna want to put it in the white bowl. Just pour it in there. Alright? Now you got your greens, reds, oranges, and whites. You're just gonna put those in there too. So we'll start off with the red. Give it some nice color. And then we'll go in with the light green, which is celery. So we got some celery in there. And for the sake of time, we're just gonna go down the line right here. Just like that. Just get all of that off the plate. You know, we gotta keep it as healthy as possible on the garbage plate. And once you got it like that, you just wanna mix it up. All right, now we have our nice macaroni elbows done right here. And so we're going to want to eyeball this because we don't know the right measurements, but you're going to want about 1 heaping teaspoon of mayo, or a tablespoon. Toss that right in there. And then you're going to want, give or take, well, first you're going to want to mix your sour cream here. We're not using the same spoon for the mayo and the sour cream because we don't want that disgusting mayo to touch our beautiful sour cream. And you're going to want to get a nice heaping tablespoon of that. Get that right in there. We might need more, so keep the spoon. And you're gonna want some Dijon in there. And what is this, like a teaspoon? You're gonna want two teaspoons. Maybe 1. We'll start off with 1 just to eyeball it. Keep that spoon right there. Nice and sound, safe and sound. And then you're gonna wanna just mix that up. Look at that. So I'd say that's good. So now we're gonna want to get our water boiling for our mashed potatoes. So as you see, we have like the water right here. And what you're gonna want to do is just turn the heat on, put it on high and get that to a rolling boil. But before we do that, You're just going to want to put some vinegar in there. The vinegar helps to develop a crust on the potatoes. So open that up and just eyeball it. Uh-oh. That's about right. Maybe a little more. That looks good. And then you're just going to take your potatoes right here. You're going to drop them in there. Make sure to wash your pots, your spoons, because we don't want any of that cross-contamination. Salmonella is the one ingredient that we don't want in our garbage plate. Alright. You want to get some big handfuls just to make the process go by faster. Try not to singe your hand. It's splashing everywhere. That looks good. Alright. And then cover it up and just wait. So now, here we got the Long Johns. So you're just gonna wanna get that packaging open, just like that. And get one of these long boys out right here. Alright? And you're just gonna wanna split it down the middle first. Just like so. Look at that. Alright? Break it in half. Now you have 2 pieces. And then you're just gonna wanna cut it again in half. So then you have 4 average Long Johns. Okay. Here's our chili, all done. Look at that, it's looking juicy, it's looking beautiful. All right, so now we're gonna cook our sausages, but first we need to go back to the Mexican cabinet to get our pan. Right here, this is our pan. All right, and so first you're gonna wanna turn the heat on. And you're just gonna wanna get some oil in there, you know? Just eyeball it. Just, about that much. And then for some added flavor, you're gonna go in with a little knob of butter. Just like that. Let that heat up a bit. So now you get your sausages. So now that I'm looking at them, they're huge! And then you just, you know, pop them in the pan. Get them in there. You want to get them like in the middle, that way they cook faster. And get them face down first. Back on the heat. So it appears that the Long Johns were a little shy, but you know what they say, it's the personality that counts. Okay, these look about ready to keep moving, and now we're gonna add our secret ingredient, which is right here. So we're gonna take the secret ingredient. Cheers. We're gonna light it up, just like that. I'm not a professional, don't do that at home. Okay, that's the secret ingredient. A bit of tequila. Right there. That's how we do it. But now that they're done, we're just gonna put them back in the bowl. These are ready to serve. Now, after washing the pan, we just added some butter and oil again. This is for the potatoes. Now that the butter's all melted, we got our potatoes right here. And you're just gonna wanna toss those in. Just like that. And just keep it moving. You're gonna wanna take your spatula too and just kinda separate them. Keep them all on the heat. Now your potatoes look just about done. You're just gonna take a little bit of paprika for some color. And sprinkle that on there and just get that mixed up. Just gonna give it that nice reddish, brownish look, just like the chili. So just keep mixing it until that color is like all on the potatoes. Yeah. It should look really tasty after this. Just like that. Alright, now that we're done cooking, it looks like our efforts have paid off here. So, since we're gonna keep it classy, we're serving on paper plates. And we're just gonna open these up real quick. You're gonna wanna get one plate, slap it on there. All right, so here's how you're gonna plate the garbage plate. First, you're gonna grab your tongs. You're gonna serve up yourself some of these nice red potatoes that match with our chili, just like so. All right, you're gonna wanna set the tongs aside for the sausage later on. Then you're gonna grab your salad, your pasta salad. You're just gonna wanna take a nice scoop of that, put it right there on the side, just like that. Sounds like your sister. Put that off to the side. So now we have all that. You're just gonna wanna get a nice scoop of chili over here. Look at that. Looks tasty. Put that on the side right there. And then you're gonna wanna crown your beautiful plate right here with a nice Long John, just like that. All right. And now for the finishing touches, you got some sauces. So the way that they do it up in Rochester is they just put some ketchup right here. This might look nasty, but you know, you just gotta get it on there. Start off with your ketchup. Then you get your mustard right here. And you go in the opposite way. And then if you're feeling frisky, you get some Red Hot right here. Just go in with however much you feel comfortable with. You know, I like it spicy, so we're just gonna pack it in there. Just like Taco Bell, this one's sure to send you to the toilet later on. See you when we're ready to eat. Ratatouille. Hello. We're here in the Garbage Plate's natural environment, as you can see. But before we start eating, we gotta pull out something special. Keep it in the brown bag, bottle. So we're gonna take our glass and pour it up. Get a nice big glass of that. Look at that. Come on. We have to hold it fancily, you know? It smells amazing. Here we go. As David Portnoy would say, one bite. We're gonna get a nice scoop of everything in here. Now we can wash it down with a nice sip. That's real. So, final thoughts. This meal, it's beautiful, just like you are. And remember, if you're gonna make this, it's the perfect meal to serve to your boss or any in-laws that you have. Take care and make sure to tune into my cooking show yet again with Ratatouille.